That when he said, "We will be back."
All right. As we mentioned, former Mayor Mark Morial is in town. He is president of the Urban League. The Urban League has got what could be one of your biggest conventions in town.
We're excited. We will know today, but last count, we were pushing up on almost 5,000 registered guests. Our largest convention ever was 2 years ago, which was our 100th anniversary. So a big thanks to the people of New Orleans, the leadership of New Orleans, for really supporting our conference this year. People are having a great time. It was great to have the president. We've got many businesses involved, a career fair, a college fair. We'll celebrate veterans today.
And for you watching this morning, I mean, that's got to hurt you, too.
Well, you know, look, first of all, congratulations to the men and women of the New Orleans Fire Department for doing a great job in responding to this fire. And also, it was good to see Mr. Ramsey say, "We will rebuild." You know, you handed me my favorite Ubix pie. The flavor is peach. It's very good. And, you know, this is one of those iconic New Orleans brands. And over the years, I heard Paul mention KB, McKenzie, Schwegmans, Gachos, Gus Meyer, Kraus, all of the great family-owned businesses that contributed to this community. So to hear them say they're going to rebuild, I think is so very important. This is part of the culinary tradition of the city.
Oh, no doubt.
And so, Urban Leaguers, if you're watching, go out and get yourself a Ubix pie to add to all that gumbo you've been enjoying.
What are some of the issues, the major issues that you're going to be tackling at this convention?
We really have a focus on 3 issues. One is democracy and voting. The idea that these efforts to really make it more difficult for people to vote are not thoughtful and anti-democratic. New voter ID laws, all sorts of restrictions on early voting. We have to expand democracy, so we have a focus on voting. We have a focus on education and children, and we have a focus on jobs and employment, because those are the main concerns of our community. So we've got great panels across over at the convention center, workshops, plenaries, luncheons. You'll be honored tomorrow. Congratulations as a woman of power.
I'm going to be in very high cotton.
He will be in high
cotton.
And
that minute sold out for Sally Ann, hasn't it?
Hey, let me tell you, it's going to be a great turnout. A lot of people locally, but people nationally are really impressed with the city. New Orleans has a allure and an appeal. It's a great place to have a substantive discussion, but it's also a great place to have a good time.
If we can talk about a problem that you faced while you were mayor, the crime rate escalated, the murder rate went sky high. You brought in Chief Richard Pennington. You brought in federal authorities as well. How are your feelings about this consent decree?
Well, I've not read this 122-page consent decree, but I think the important thing is that this Justice Department under Eric Holder has taken civil rights enforcement very seriously, and that's the reason that the Justice Department is involved, because of the history of civil rights complaints and police abuse complaints against the New Orleans Police Department. Now, on one hand, it's disappointing that after Richard Pennington and I left, the department declined precipitously, and now Mayor Landrieu, the community, the leadership now has to rebuild this department. The consent decree is good. You'll have the oversight of a federal judge. You have specifically enumerated reforms. It will not depend on the goodwill of any mayor or any police chief or any city council, which means that the reforms will not be able to be undone.
Or politicized.
Or politicized, although there's going to be a robust debate in the community about the reforms, as there should be. But let me tell you, policing and good policing is an element to a safer community. But more needs to be done. I mean, I think the effort to rebuild NORD is timely. The economy is important. But there's got to be an assault. The president mentioned this, an assault on illegal weapons and drugs and narcotics.
Because violence is a problem, was a problem during your administration, is a problem today, has been a problem for many years. And do you believe that the reforms within the police department, want to add, though, that most officers are good officers and doing their job. Do you believe that this consent decree might have an impact on our violence rate?
I think it can, and I've always believed, and I continue to affirm, and I say this all across the nation because the problem of violence, acute in New Orleans, but Chicago's got a problem, Baltimore's got a problem, Washington's got a problem. This is a problem across the nation, that a police strategy alone will not make a city safe. In the 1990s, policing contributed significantly, but it was emphasis on youth, It was the support of the federal government.
And
the
citizens
ATF
saying we have had enough.
And citizens getting active and involved. You remember those community meetings we'd have in various districts. We would have 200 to 300 people, 400, 500 people a night meeting with the police commander. That was the essence of community policing. So I'm hopeful. But my caution to everyone is not to expect immediate change, number one, and not to expect the consent decree to be some sort of elixir. It's a roadmap, it's a plan, but the community's got to continue to do the other things. I know the mayor's put a lot of emphasis on NORD and recreation. I applaud that. That needs to be continued. That needs to be expanded. I mean, for the Urban League, from the perspective now, it's about investing in our youth significantly as a key component to a safe community. So I have my hopes that this will work. Our affiliate here, led by Nolan Rollins, is going to be, I think, an ally in trying to make the consent decree a workable success for the people of this city.
And you've had a work fair going on. What's available today for people if they come out to the convention
we have
center?
a career and networking fair, but in the expo hall there are a large number of great companies, nonprofit organizations who are exhibiting. We've got a store where we're selling Urban League merchandise. Come check it out. It's really, really nice. We've got a career and networking fair where you can look for a job, you can get help with resume prep, interview prep, maybe assessing your own qualifications and skills. And then tomorrow, we've got a college fair. 30 colleges and universities. They want to meet parents, grandparents, young people who want to go to college.
And you're also helping with health. I know a doctor friend of mine is working on free eye exams over the Urban
that's right. We've got a whole health zone with health screenings. A lot is there for the community.
And it's free?
It's all free, all free. And now there's some things that are not free, but the expo hall, where we had almost 3,000 people yesterday, is free and open to the public all day today and all day tomorrow. I hope people will come out, and we thank the city for its support.
All right, Mark Morial, former mayor of New Orleans and now president of the National Urban League. Thank you for coming in this morning. And thank you for bringing the convention to New Orleans.
Hey, well, you know, the New Orleans put a great package together, and our constituents, they were out late last night, I know.
Oh, that's good for our business.
I went in kind of early. Okay. Kind of late in early.
At least that's what you're saying, huh?
And I'm sticking to it.
Okay, enjoy the Hubig's pie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back with more after this.